Good morning. How are you doing? Right. Welcome to another morning session. It's Friday. Yay. Thank God it's Friday. Let's see what the market got for us today. Start with the dollar. Good. Okay. I've kind of done most of the analysis. I've been awake since 3 o'clock my time. So I've been up for the past 5 hours already. So I'm gonna be pretty quick with the analysis, and then I'll take some questions at the end, and then I'll share a few tips as usual. Okay, so let's start with the dollar. All right. Yesterday I did mention that they might leave this low. Yes, no, not kids. It's just me, and the way I study during the night when everywhere is quiet. That's when I get more inspiration. Okay. Yesterday I did mention that they might keep this low and that low intact and then go up, and before ultimately coming back, because this will leave what equal lows, and it will drive the support and resistance traders in the market. Okay, and they did exactly that. I'm quite surprised yesterday we didn't come down and run the equal low, and it just went up and made another high. So what I'm thinking right now is they want to take it up a little bit more. Okay, they want to take price up a little bit more. So I'm watching this level here, and in particular these two levels. They are close. They are very close, right? I'm watching that for upside objectives. So if price decides to go up, okay, I'm watching that level for potentially where price should get and then slime back down. Right, I'm not expecting it to continue going up. For us to be bullish, okay, this is the last impulse leg to the downside. So for us to be bullish, they need to close above this high. So for me to be bullish on dollar, they need to close above this high. Okay, and if they don't do that, then we are still bearish. Right, it's just a retracement. It's not a reversal, it's just a retracement in the overall price structure. So I'm looking at this this level here for potential high of the day, and then if there is still time for this to drop, then I would like to see a slam down, maybe if not today, Monday. So let's see what price will do today. But I do have this trend line. I did share something yesterday, and I'll talk about it later. I want to see this low, okay, breached before I'll because when this is retracing, remember, it's made a high, okay. I've shared, if you search on YouTube, you see I did share how I look at market direction and trend change. So the way I view trend change is this way, okay. market is coming down, forms a low, forms a high, and then breaks that high. That's a trend change for me. Okay, and the other one is market is coming down, forms a short-term high, it doesn't make a low, right? This one makes a low, but this one doesn't make a low, and then it breaks the short-term high created. Okay, that's also a market direction change. Okay, and we do have that here. So we made a low, we made a high, we made a short-term low, and we've made a higher high. So that's a trend change for me on this time frame, but not on the 4-hour. So on the 1 hour we are bullish, on the 4-hour we are bearish. So because you're bullish on the 1 hour, for us to be bearish again, we need to trade below this low here. Right, we need to trade below that low before we are bearish again. So if I want to, right now my bias on the dollar is up. Okay, for the short term is up. For us to be bearish, we need to break this low. So for me to take any trade on foreign currencies as a long, euro, pound, Aussie, New Zealand, all those foreign currencies, if I want to trade them long, this low needs to give up. Yeah, if this low doesn't give up, then I cannot take a long on those currencies. Yeah, so for me to take a long, this low needs to give up, and then I can go on there and take longs. So what I have here is a level that I'm watching to see price break through it, and on the hourly time frame, the very candle that breaks it, I'll be looking for the next candle for a continuation to the downside. Then I can go on foreign currencies to go and buy them. But for now, it's up, and I'm looking for these objectives. Okay, so that's the business on the dollar. So be careful going long on the foreign currencies, because chances are they might drop a little bit more. And I do have this setup based on what I'm seeing on the dollar. I do have this setup on Aussie. Okay, I like this level with that move down. It's showing me that there are willing sellers up there, and they might still have some orders sitting. They might still have some orders sitting up there. So I like this level. Okay, it's trending, or let me call it the retail traders will call this a channel, right? Something like that. Maybe not as, yeah, something like this. Right, they call it a channel. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at this move to the downside, strong impulsive move to the downside. I'm looking for price to go up there, and then a continuation to the downside. Okay, with first profit or first target right below this low. Yeah, so let's see if price will get here and give me that bearish move to the downside. Yes, they will move up, but like I said, the dollar should move up a little bit. That's what I'm expecting. Yeah, I'm expecting the dollar to move up a little bit, and because of that, this is a level I like to sell short. But if the dollar breaks that low, if the dollar breaks this low, then this will break this high, and I will buy above this high for continuation to the upside. But for now, the dollar is bullish on the hourly, so I decide to go with what the dollar is doing. Yeah, so let's see if we can get a movement up here and then a breakdown. If I'm wrong, it will trade above this high, and the 4-hour will give me indication that we are bullish, and then I'll buy it for a continuation to the upside. But until then, I have to stick with what the dollar is giving me right now. So if the dollar is gonna push higher, then foreign currencies has to drop, and that's why I like this setup here, right? And again, I could be wrong, but I would rather go with what is showing me than going against it. Yeah, I'd rather go with what is showing me than going against it. So let's see if we can get this push up to that level, okay, and then move back down ultimately to clear that low. So maybe not today. Maybe it could be, I mean, you can expect anything. We open and it went all the way up and then slammed all the way back down and then went all the way up again. Yeah, so you can expect anything from the dollar, right? Because currently overall we are still in a consolidation market. Between this high and that low, we are stuck in that range. So let's see what it does this morning. Okay, on the 4 hour, the reason why I like, or the reason why I'm calling it a bit higher, is because of this down candle here. Okay, they showed huge willingness to push price up. Okay, if they're able to trade all the way back down here and break this low, boy, this is very bearish. Okay, because with this move to the upside, it's indicating that someone with big money has stepped in. So if they're able to wash it back down, this is extremely bearish, and we could potentially see this low run as well. Yeah, so with that strong move to the upside yesterday, it is significant in terms of the next price direction. Okay, if they're able to drop all the way back down and break this low, we will be running this one and definitely this one here. Okay, but for now it's showing willingness to push higher because of this. Yeah, let me zoom in again. Because of this, so because of that, then I'll rather stick with what is showing me now than go against it. If I'm wrong, it will show me and then I'll mitigate my loss. Okay, let's jump onto, so that's the level I have on Aussie. Let's see if I'll get this trade. Yeah, at least if I get a short here and I get the first target, that's also fine, because that will give me at least a 2-1. Okay, but I like these equal lows in here. Yeah, I like those equal lows. It might not do it today, and that's fine. It might do it next week, Monday, between Monday Tuesday, and that's also fine. But at least if I get this 2-1, that would be cool for a Friday. Okay, let's jump on to Aussie. New Zealand. Again, New Zealand is also giving me similar. A strong move to the downside yesterday with that huge rally on dollar. So I'm expecting this to also give me another leg to the downside. Ideally, I want to be short here, but the risk could be too much. That would be 15 pip risk. If I do that 15 pip risk to this low, that give me a 1 to 1.7, and I'm not happy with that. So at least I want to take the short at the open if it will get there. So ideally, this is how I will do it. Between this low and that opening price, that's where I'll be looking to take the trade, and I always prefer the low. Okay, people can take this, I prefer the open. People can take this low and there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, that's how it will look like right there. Yeah, with the target this equal lows in lots of wicks, so there will be some people who place their stop losses below here because they're trying to protect their longs. Maybe someone is long down here and they're protecting their stops here. Okay, so let's see if it give me that entry. If it doesn't and it hits here and it drops, no problem, I will not chase it. I'll be fine with that. So that's what I have on this. See, on this is another example of that kind of trade that I'm showing you here. Yeah, we went up to hit this up candle and it went to the open as well. It went through the low and the open, and then we dropped down. So I'm looking for same thing here. Yeah, same thing happened there, here, here, and I'm expecting another one there. Okay, so let's see if we can get that trade. So between these two, don't take both of them because they are both correlated to the dollar. So if you take both of them, you'll be taking two risks on the same trade, so you don't do that. So you have to choose between this and that, which one you like, based on maybe your personal strategy or your personal trading plan. Which one is best for you, you take that one. Yeah. On pound, it's a bit awkward situation that we find the pound, simply because we failed to take out this high, and then we broke down. Not just this low, we took out this low as well. Okay, and then price went up again and failed to make a high, and it made another lower high. So what I'm looking at is this high here on the daily. Okay, this high here on the daily is important. Why is it important? We broke above it. Okay, it's a swing high on the daily time frame. We broke above it. All right, so when we did, we're not supposed to come back inside this range. We're not supposed to. That's why it's rejecting anytime it comes back. Like this is a box. Okay, like this is a box, and then once we broke outside it, it doesn't have to come back inside. So this is what is happening. It's coming in and rejecting, coming in and rejecting. So I have this line here on purpose. We don't have to close inside. Yeah, we don't have to close inside this. If we do close inside this, that's a problem, and we might see price come back down here. Yeah, if we do close inside this high, this level, we will see price come down here. So that's why I have that line there, and this line is for upside objective. If we're able to trade and close above this, I think the highs will be gone and we'll be looking for price to come up here. So we are in a very crucial junction on the pound. Yeah, we are in a very crucial junction on the pound. We have to be careful with a trade on this pair right now. Right, it could go anywhere. Yeah, it could go anywhere. Which side would I pick if I was to pick a direction that price should go? Based on price action, it should drop. Okay, based on price action, what I'm saying, it should drop, but because we are bearish overall on the dollar, okay, then we expect this to rally, and that's why I'm saying this level is important, because if they manage to close in here, I think the dollar can potentially push up a little bit more. Okay, if I repeat, if they close inside this, yeah, this high, if they close inside, not on the 4 hour, on the daily basis, yeah, on the daily, if they close inside, we might potentially see the dollar push up a little bit more, not just this high, it might go up a little bit more for the overall range, which is from this high to that low. We might see a 50% retrace somewhere in here, or maybe that up candle there. If we do see the pound close inside that range, there will be a potential move on the dollar up here, and it will still be okay for another leg down, because this will be impulse, retracement or correction, and then another impulse. Yeah, so today, if I were you, I'll be very careful with my trades. All right, let's go back to the pound. So right now there's no level I can key off from to say, okay, I'm gonna go long or I'm gonna go short. Maybe a short up here, yeah, a short up there if price decides to get up there. If not, then right now there's nothing I can key off from. I can see a trend, which trend traders might pile on it. Yeah, trend traders might pile on this one and say, okay, we are going up again, and then ultimately this might break and take out this equal low. Okay, might take out this equal low. So if you're long on this, just make sure your stop is at break even and just watch what price will do. If they do manage to come above here, then I'll be looking for a long to that level. It's a daily level. Yeah, if we don't close here and we close inside on a daily basis, then I'll be looking for a short. I'll be looking for a short back down this area here. All right, with yesterday's rejection, I prefer, okay, if I was to be controlling price, I would take this down. Yeah, if I was to be controlling price, I'll take this down, because everyone is trying to buy this. Right, everyone is trying to buy it, no one is thinking of selling it, and that's where those who control price, or those who have money to push price around, that's where they can come in and do damage. So if I was to be controlling price, everyone is trying to buy this, I'll send it down. That's me. Okay, but I can do whatever I want at this junction. So be careful on this pair. Euro, on euro, I have these 3 levels marking this, or taking out this single down candle out. I'm watching that candle to see what we do. This is very different from what the pound is doing. Let me remove all this. Too many drawings. Okay. This is very different from what the pound is doing. I had this high here as an objective. Okay, I had that high there as an objective, and we couldn't get there, and we've just rejected. Now there is something called divergence, right? What this pair does, it should be the opposite of what the dollar does. Okay, what this pair does is should be doing the opposite of what the dollar does. So if this is making a high, dollar needs to make a low, and if dollar is making a low, this needs to make a high. This one, see the 10th of June, the high has been broken. Yeah, they broke it. Now if I go to the dollar, look at the 10th of June's low. That's the 10th of June's low. This one didn't break it. Yeah, it didn't break it. When we have this situation, there is something going on, right? There is something going on. Something is not right in the market. So this could potentially, like I said, push high, maybe even higher than this. Yeah, because of what I've just showed you. This one made a high. That one should have made a low. It didn't. So something is not right, and that's why you need to be careful, because the dollar can push high a little bit more. Okay, so with that said, I think this pair might, with this rejection above the high, closing back inside, yeah, closing back inside this range, yeah, we could see a bit push to the downside again. And I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, it should trade above this. It should trade above this for me to consider longs again. If it doesn't trade above this, longs are not in the cards right now, because the market is looking bearish. There's so many rejections. Yeah, we went up, rejected, went up yesterday, strong rejection to the downside. So for me to be bullish again, we need to trade above this high. If not, any rally could be setting up for another leg down. Yeah, any rally could be setting another leg down. Plus, everyone will be looking for a buy, and that's where you need to be careful and be clever about it. Yeah, when it's down here, it's different. If I go onto some of these websites, you see everybody piling up on this, trying to buy it. Okay, if everyone is buying, you should be thinking of selling, and then when everybody is selling, you should be thinking of buying. Okay, so with the run above this high and rejection, and the dollar not being able to run that low, I think this will cause price to retrace a little bit more. So for trade ideas, probably where we are sitting right now, yeah, I call it trend change. So we had, and then we broke down. Yeah, we've broken down here. So any rally could be short-lived for another leg down. If I was trading back in the days, okay, if the dollar was not in the consolidation, I'll be selling short with a stop above this candle's high. Where we are right now, I'll look for a short with a stop above here and a potential target below this low. Yeah, with a potential target below this low. However, because the dollar is in that consolidation, anything can happen on this pair, and it can do anything. Yeah, so where we are now, if you have enjoyed the rally, if you've enjoyed this rally, I would say sit on your hands and then watch what price we're doing. Okay, it's a Friday, you don't want to be giving back what you've made for the entire week. Okay, this is not the only pair out there. There could be something nice somewhere else, so don't just put your eyes fixed on a particular currency, say okay, this is the one I have to trade. You don't have to. All right, if the conditions around that particular pair is not nice, then just leave it alone and find another pair to trade. And between this and that, right now I'll prefer taking a short on these two. I'll pick one of them because they present nice setups. Okay, the chart presents nice setup for a potential trade, whereas on these two there is nothing as we speak, or as I speak. Okay, so I'll rather leave these two alone. Yeah, it might rally and you might say, okay, yeah, I could have bought that, but it can also drop and you say, yeah, I could have sold that. There's nothing in here, or there's no level. The level that I've outlined is the only one, but I don't like it. Yeah, I don't, because of the condition of the dollar right now, I don't trade this way. Yeah, if the dollar was trending, or if the market was in a trending market, then yes, I'll use this because this is a very good area to sell short. Yeah, but because we are not in a trending environment, this kind of trading is not working much. Yeah, so I will not use this strategy or this style of trading in this condition that we find ourselves on the market or in the market. So rather stay away and then maybe focus on these two and take one of them as a short because it presents nice opportunity. Okay, let's go on to pound, euro pound. Euro pound, we are trading above this up candle here. Okay, if I change it to a line chart, you will see that we did have a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, and then we made a high. So to me, we are back being bullish on this pair. Yeah, yes, the range is from here to there, but we are back being bullish, so we could potentially stay in this range for now, which is fine, because when we do stay in a ranging market on this pair, it will allow euro and pound to do what they need to do. So if I change it back, you see we might stay, we might not break this high yet, and we might not be coming down soon, so we might stay up here for a little bit. Yeah, you just keep going up, down like it's doing already. So if you're trying to catch a direction, be careful on this, because we might just continue staying sideways. Watch this down candle for your if we are to break down, let's break below this down candle, then we could see all this down movement traded to the downside again. Sorry, all this up movement traded to the downside starts from here. So we need to break this low. If not, then we are stuck in here. For a buy, we are too high in the range, so I will not consider buys anywhere in here because we are too high. Okay, if you measure between this high and that low, we are above 50%, and it's not good to be buying above 50%. All buys should be below 50%, like here. Yeah, any buy above 50% is not good, so I will not consider buys. And right now there's no proper level for a sell. Yeah, I don't see anything. There was a 5 minutes level that I liked, but I don't trade the 5 minutes. Was it 5 minutes? Yeah, I don't trade the 5 minutes level, 5 minutes time frame, but that's a level I like on the 5 minutes, and it looks like this on the 15. So maybe if you are going to stay inside this range, that's maybe where I'll consider a sell with a tiny little stop, with a stop just above that high, and maybe a move back down, because if you are going to be in a range, I want to be selling in the upper portion of the range and be buying the lower portion of the range. Okay, but where we are right now, I'll not do anything. So it's either I sell up here, or if we measure the range again, yeah, it's either I sell up there or I buy down here. Right, so if you're considering any trade, consider that it's either you sell up here in that range, or you buy, in that box quadrant, or you buy in the lower portion of that of this quadrant. Okay, because they will not be moving anytime soon. Below 50% when trading a range. Yes, when trading a range, you want to be not even in a range as per se, but in any market, if you're trying to be a buyer, you want to be buying below 50%, and if you want to be a seller, you want to be selling above 50% of any range. So wherever market you jump in, you will find your recent high and low, and you want to be selling above the 50% and be buying below the 50%. Let's jump on to CAD. With dollar CAD, there is stop misbehaving. Okay. They have done clean this high, and then drop. Yesterday, one of our members, one of the guys said they wanted to buy dollar CAD, and I told him, yeah, you can go ahead and buy it. Why? Because you're in a range, but my bias is to take out this low, and ultimately went up. And I was just going to, if he was here, I was just going to tell him, never let someone talk you down out of your trade, because you know your strategy and you know how it works. So if you think your strategy is giving you a bias or is giving you a trade, do not listen to anyone. Just go ahead and take your trade. If it's a loss, you will know, and if it's a win, you will know. Okay, so if you do have a strategy and you have a trade idea, do not let anyone talk you out of that trade. Okay, so that was a advice I wanted to give that guy that said he wanted to buy this yesterday. So with that said, I'm looking for price to get up here for me to consider a sell. We will be, or we are already above. We're already above 50%, but I would like it to come up here a little bit, because there is a daily level up there. Yeah, I like this daily level up there. So I want price to push up a little bit more before I can consider a sell. So once price gets up here between this low and there, I'll be looking for my rejection pattern. Don't reject here for me now. I want it to reject up there. Okay, so once it gives me that rejection up there, then I'll be considering a short up there. Until then, I'm just watching. If it gives me this rejection, and let's see, we have traded above this high, right? So if it's able to come down strongly and close, I will see that as a rejection that I like, and then I'll be selling the high or the opening price of this candle. Right, but for now, I don't see that, so I will not do anything on this. I'll prefer it to come up here before I consider that. But if it does give me here, no problem. Why? Because you're trading above 50%. And if I change it to the normal fib, let me change this, make it bold, and save it. we are trading above 50%, not quite at this 61. Yeah, that's why I prefer it for it to go up a little bit more. However, if we do give the rejection here, I might consider a trade for this low here. Maybe not today, but next week. Be looking for a run below this low. And if I'm wrong and it goes up, then my next level I'll be watching is up here to consider another short up there. Okay. Let's jump onto this one. Yesterday we did get a push all the way up to completely reverse all the down movement that we did get, I think, on Wednesday. Price has gone back up again and run this high and it's rejecting. Okay, I want to see how we trade here, because like the session I did yesterday, I was telling them about which kind of traders will be piling up in this area. So one of them would be the Fibonacci traders. We're looking for retracement down to a level for them to buy. Even smart money traders will be looking to buy here. Okay, and trend traders will also be looking to buy. Right, let me do it properly this way. Trend traders will be looking to buy this as well. So I personally, this is where I'm watching. If I want to be a seller, I want this to break this low, and then I'll consider selling. For now, I'll just watch it. I don't want to be a buyer because I'm bullish on the yen. Yeah, I'm bullish on the yen, so I don't want to be a buyer. If the dollar decides to go up a little bit more and this push up, no problem, I'll just wait. I prefer being a seller rather than buying this pair right now. Plus we are in a you can see on the 4-hour, right? Let me go into the 4-hour so you can see properly. We are making lower lows. Okay, we are making high, low, high. Let me do it properly. High, low, high, low, high, low, and then we've made a short-term high. So for us to be bullish again, we need to break above this. So this is just, we are inside this range between this high and that low. We are inside that range. So this can do whatever it wants to do in here. As long as we've not broken above this, it can go up as much as you want, but ultimately we are still bearish and we could see price drop back down. Yeah, so I'm watching this 1-hour time frame level for a break and I'll sell short. I did give an example of why I'll sell short there on this pair. When I get there, I'll show you. Again, yesterday I did mention we are trading at a level that could potentially see price drop back down again, because this pair is bearish. Yeah, so it's now retraced back into this range about 50%. So I'm looking for another leg to the downside, and we begin to see some rejections at that area. We can see some rejections, 1, 2, 3, and today we are rejecting as well. On the 4-hour, I was looking at that for a break. Yeah, I was watching that for a break to the downside again. So we have a high, a low, a lower high, and then I'm expecting a lower low. So I will be looking for momentum to break this low, and once we do that in the lower time frame, you can take a short and swing trade it to the downside. Yeah, so if we're able to break this low, gonna find an entry here, and then you swing trade it to the downside, expecting us to make a new low, because that's what price is doing. Yeah, price is, all the impulse swings are to the downside, and then the corrective moves are to the upside. Right, so watch out for this low and then see if you manage to break it. Then you can look for potential sells. On the 1 hour, I'll start stalking it. I'll start watching it from this low here and see how price is reacting to here. So I'll start watching it for the weakness to start from here. If we break this, then I'll be expecting a move, a violent move to the downside, something like this. Yeah, something like that to the downside, and then I can sell short here with a stop above there and targeting this low. Okay, I kind of like this. I don't know if we did get there, but I like that level right there. If we do get there, I might fancy myself a quick short with a tiny stop, with a 10 pip stop. If we do get up there, I might fancy myself a short up there. Yeah, I like the strong move away. Yeah, if price is able to get there again, I might consider a short. All right, good. Let's have a look at this and see if we did get some of them to hit. Not yet. No problem. No problema. Let's carry on. CAD yen. So CAD yen. Let's go back here. We were looking for a continuation to the downside from this up candle, and it seems that we did get it. I didn't look at price structure properly, right? I was so zoomed in this area, and I didn't check there. So I was doing my bigger time frame analysis this morning, and I realized that price was bullish. Yeah, so this is a retracement for a probable impulse price move to the upside, but because we are currently trading in an environment where we are not trending and we are consolidating, that's why this is happening. Plus, I am bullish on the yen pairs, so I do not expect this to go up, right? So what I'm currently watching is this low here. This down candle, I don't want it to offer support to take price up. I want it to give away and break to the downside, because again, I want you guys to pay attention to this, because it's very, very very important. Whenever you see a clean trend, right? Whenever you see a clean trend and price is bearish, if price is moving up, right? When you understand structure, when I say structure, I mean, is the market disposed to go up or disposed to go down? That's what I mean by structure. When you understand structure and you see a clean trend and the market is bearish, look for that trend line to be broken. So in this case, because I am bearish on this pair and we have made such a huge impulse move to the downside, we've made a clean trend for a retracement. Okay, trend traders will be in here, Fibonacci traders will be in here, I don't know, maybe Elliott wave traders will also be in here with the A, B, C, D, E, whatever to the Z. Maybe they'll be in here as well. Okay, then I want price to break this, and then once it breaks this, I'll be looking at this candle's opening price, closing price, sorry, this candle's closing price, and then I'll be looking for a break, a quick retest, and I'll be looking for a sell there to come and take out this equal low. Maybe not today, but eventually, maybe next week. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for in this particular pair. I don't want this down candle to support price and offer it to go up. If it does, I have this up candle right here for my next area to look for rejection and another sell. Okay. Yeah, I'll be looking for price to push up here if this offer supports, which I don't want it to do so, but if it does, I'll be looking up here for another area for a selling opportunity. I don't think they should go up because they've done the dirty work on the upside. Yeah, they've cleaned this high, strong rejection, price went up, couldn't break it, rejected, this also failed. So we can see that they want to push price down. Okay, so I want to see this break, maybe today. All right. It seems as if I've missed this trade. I will be so furious. Oh dear. Okay, no problem. No problema. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for on this pair. Right, so you can have what I've just done on your chart. Watch this price level closely, let price break it. Let me show you a quick example so you can see what I'm talking about. Something like this. Yeah, so price, same thing that you see on the Cardian. So he gave a strong impulse move, and then in between he gave what, a short-term trend. Yeah, he gave a short-term trend. So trend traders, Elliott wave, the animal patterns, people also being here, probably give you a bat or a butterfly somewhere in here, and then they'll all be gathering to buy this. Okay, they'll be gathering to buy this, and then you'll be watching this low. So as soon as that low is giving up right there, retracement to that same level, and then you sell short. That's exactly what I'm trying to show you on here. So if you do see that strong move, the candle that closes, the next candle retouch, then you sell short. Aussie yen. Good. If you sold short, well done. I think you are part of my group and you saw this because I was going to talk about it. This was a very clean, even though we are sideways on the 1 hour, it was very clean level, just like on similar to what we have here, right? Just that this didn't get there, but this one did. Yeah, and then you sell short up there, targeting this clean equal lows as your trade. I don't like what is going on in here. It's too choppy, but the only clean thing that I could see, which is already gone, is this one. Plus I didn't wanna, or I didn't see this, I didn't see this as a good trade because of the 4 hour time frame. It's just not. Yeah, I don't like it. It's too choppy. So for a trade idea, I just didn't want to send this one out there. But it looks good on the 1 hour for just this trade, and that's it. Don't look for more because you might not get more. Okay. Eventually I'm looking for this to drop. Not today, maybe next week, but I'm looking for this to drop because people are dogpiling on this to buy it. They have done all the necessary work to take price down right here. So that high has been taken out, and that one has been taken out. So they've cleaned highs. So now we have lows intact, so we need to take out some lows. So this low, that low, and that low is what I'm after. If I do get a strong move away from an up candle, maybe this one, let me take out this. If I get a strong move away from here, I'll probably consider this. I would have loved this one here needs to close a bit further, something like this. Yeah, there. I'd have loved this to close a bit further, and I would have taken a short there. But now that we don't have, I'm watching this one, and I want this candle to close a bit further. If it does on this 4-hour time frame, I will consider a short somewhere in here. Yeah, I'll consider a short somewhere in there. So have those two levels on your chart. Have those two levels on your chart, and then see if we get a strong move away from there. Not something like this, and then wait for retracement for a short. Okay, that's the only thing you can do. I don't fancy buying this thing because it's not nice. So, and I personally have been sitting in this trade since Tuesday night. Yeah, it's not moved away from that candle. So that's my trade that I'm sitting in right now, with this up candle here. That's the trade I've been sitting in since Wednesday. Okay, so I've talked about this yesterday. Nothing has changed, so I'm still in there. Okay, I'm still in this one. This level is preventing me to make some pips, but we'll see. Let's jump onto Aussie, Euro Aussie. Right, so on Euro Aussie, we are looking for long. Yesterday I did tell the signal group to buy. I was expecting a strong momentum to the upside after the trend traders were taken out, and we didn't quite get that sharp movement that I was expecting. If we trace, we're still bullish, because we are stuck in between this high and that, between this low and that high. And if we trace to below 50%, the 61% retracement level, okay, so we could see a continuation to the upside, because currently price direction is not bearish, it's bullish. We need to break this now to be bearish. Okay, so it's still a valid long. If you are long, just keep it. For us to be wrong, price needs to trade down here. All right, so I'm looking for a run above this equal high as an objective. Yeah, this equal high, that's what I'm looking for. Price to run it, and then maybe run this high. And if we do, we could get a potential swing trade next week. I'm looking to see if, and that's a big if we can get weakness in the Aussie that I'm expecting, then we could potentially see a trend change, because this has been dropping forever. Yeah, this has been dropping for a long time, and we are due for a correction. So maybe this is the initial stage for that correction. Okay, so let's see if we do get that. So if you're long, just keep it. We just went for a retracement. For us to be wrong, price needs to trade down here, and I don't see price doing that anytime soon. So all buys. Okay, I like this candle that has just formed. It has engulfed this, so that's good. Euro yen. I'll say stay away for now. it's sideways. We just run this equal high and that high, and it's got back inside. It's gonna stay a little bit like this for now. I'm trying to pick a direction, you might get killed. Okay, we have equal highs, equal lows, so stay away. Yeah, don't do anything on this. Euro New Zealand, between this and Euro Aussie, I prefer the Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie has given me a good market structure for me to play with. On this one, there's no good market structure. I don't like the market structure on this, simply because between this low and that high, we haven't retraced enough. Yeah, we didn't retrace enough for me to consider a buy. This could be one of those, retail patterns. They call it bull flag, and I don't like it. Yeah, this could be a bull flag. Yeah, could be a bull flag, and if we break above it, they'll be buying. I don't like trading retail ideas, so I'll rather buy the Euro Aussie. Okay, so leave this one. Even though it's got nice equal highs in here, I still fancy the Euro Aussie. Okay, so that's it for this one. Don't do anything. If you want to, you can. If you have a strategy about bull flags, then you can. I personally, I don't. Pound Aussie. Pound Aussie. We got stopped out the other day in here. With this rejection, we were looking for a long for continuation to the upside, but I did some long-term analysis, okay, on this one and on the pound New Zealand. Yeah, I did long-term analysis, and it seems that there's another leg, a potential leg down before the move up. So on pound Aussie and pound New Zealand, we could see a potential leg down before we get the actual trend change. Yeah, if you were with me, I think on Wednesday I did mention that we could potentially see a move back down here to take out this low before we see the up move. If I go onto the weekly time frame, you understand. Sorry, on the monthly. Right, there you go. So on the monthly, we need to trade at the higher time frame level before we can see a trend change, and the higher time frame level is sitting right here. Okay, that's why we could potentially see another move down before we change trend to the upside again. Right, so if this is going to drop, pound Aussie is also going to drop. They are like brothers, so they move almost together. So if that happens, then probably this might stay sideways or just consolidate. We call something accumulation. They might accumulate in here. If you understand something called Wyckoff, Wyckoff. If you understand Wyckoff theory, you can apply in here, because he's got this schematic called loops. I've not studied it properly, but this is the initial slowdown of the trend, and then we have phase A, phase B, and then we have a phase C, which runs this liquidity or this low here, and then we have this low will be called a spring. Yeah, this one will be called a spring, and then the spring will lead price to break structure. So in between the spring and the breaking structure, there is a low that forms in here, and that's where you want to be a buyer. So we could potentially see price take out this low and then reject, and then on the rejection it might fall a short term, it might form a short-term low in here, and then you can be a buyer for the trend change. All right, so this one we're just gonna wait and be patient for it. Let them accumulate as much as they can to take us back up there. All right, so that will be it for this. Pound New Zealand, same thing. That's the one that I'm using to give you insight about pound Aussie. So we could potentially see another leg down into this level before we see the trend change, and it could happen next week. Yeah, if we do get this move, that would be very good. We can buy somewhere in here, looking for this pattern down here, and then we can buy, and this can take us up a little bit higher. Okay, so if you want to sell short, you can by all means do so, because I think personally, I think there will be another move to the downside before before we change the trend, because people are trying to buy this and they are getting killed. Yeah, people are trying to buy this, and any buy gets pushed to the downside again. There's a lot of divergence going on in here, so those divergence traders are also being killed, because they'll be measuring this low to that low. There will be a divergence, that one to that one, probably that one to that one, another divergence, so they will get killed, and then we could see a potential trend change later on. So if you want to sell short, think you can. I don't have anything on this to sell short, and I don't like selling short where we are currently sitting. Yeah, I'll prefer a buy, because that buy can give me this kind of move. Yeah, the sell, I don't know how far they're gonna take it, because when they are doing the accumulation phase, there's a lot of stop runs. Yeah, when they are buying to take price up, like they did up here. Okay, this is all, sorry, let me zoom in, right up here. This is all selling to take price to where we are now. Yeah, this was all selling to take price where we are now. So they could do same thing down here before they take price up. Right, so be careful going short. If I were you, I would say, okay, I know and understand that IT said we are going to be a buyer, so I'll wait for that to happen, and then I will rather buy it. Okay, but if you have your own strategy and you can sell short, by all means go ahead and run this long. Okay, pound, interesting, pound CAD. So we do have a rejection, and I was doing my analysis this morning. Let's see if I have it on this one. Nope. Okay, I think it's on this one then. I did run the fib, and I saw we are currently sitting in an area that could potentially grant a sell. Yeah, we're currently sitting in an area where we can potentially get a sell. So with that, I can say I might consider a sell here. Right, I might consider a sell up there, because now if you look at the trend, yeah, we have a trend change. So this is a retracement, impulse retracement. We're looking for another leg down. Okay, maybe to take out this low. So I will probably look for a sell in here. Let's see when this candle closes. and then it gives me a retracement to this high, sorry, my bad, this low, and the opening price, I might consider a sell, right? And that sell, I'll be looking for a run below this low with something like this, with first target somewhere around here. Yeah, I might consider sell there with first target there, second target looking for a run here, and a possibly a run down back here. I can see, like I keep saying, this might, if I was to be controlling price, I will send it down. And if this goes down, this is gonna go where? Where is it? Yeah. If that one goes down, where is this one gonna go? Down. Okay. So if I'm sending pound dollar down, this will also go down. So I might consider a sell there, targeting here first, second, and then probably this low. Not so much the low, but the bodies. So somewhere there. Yeah. So if this candle closes, we've got 46 minutes. If that one closes, watch out for the next one. Watch out for the next one and see if it's gonna give you a retracement to there. Then you sell short. This is just a 23 pip stop loss. You're not gonna lose sleep over it. And then target here. By the time price gets there, you be 2 to 1, and that should be 2.5 to 1. That should be enough for you, maybe today. And then hold some piece on for these two targets. Right there. Okay. Almost there. This pair, I keep saying stay out because it's gonna keep going sideways, and it's just doing exactly that. Yeah, between this high and that low, that's the, sorry, this one is picking up more. Stop, up, down. That's all it's doing. If pound is gonna go down, I'll be interested in selling short on this one, because I'm bullish on the yen. So if pound decides to be bearish like I'm expecting it to be, then I might sell this one back down. Let's have a look on the daily. Yeah, I might look to sell it back down here below this low, and possibly to this down candle. Yeah, so if pound decides to go down like I'm expecting it to do, right, then I might consider selling short on this because I'm bullish on yen, and this would be a very good pair to trade if I'm bullish on yen. Okay, so right now I don't have anything to sell short on it because I don't like the way price is doing. However, price doesn't drop, sorry, price doesn't go in one way. It's always gonna give a pullback. So if we do drop and it gives a pullback, then I'll sell short. Okay, something like this. If it drops, pullback, sell short, and a continuation to the downside. Okay, so on this pair currently it's sideways, so be careful. For you to take a trade, wait for it to break down. Yeah, break outside this retracement, then you can sell short. Okay, New Zealand CAD, I had this level doing analysis early this morning, but inside that level there's a 1 hour level that I love here. So I'm gonna divide this into 3. Right, I'm dividing it into 3. You can take it here or you can take it there. I don't so much like this low. Yeah, I don't like this low. I prefer this one. It gives me, if I sell up down here, my risk is too much. 34 pips, I don't like it. At least 21 is more ideal. All right, 21 is 22 or 21 is more ideal. So I might sell up here, or if it decides to continue going all the way up, which it probably can, then I'll sell up there. But for me not to miss the trade completely, I prefer the middle. Yeah, so I might sell here. So I'll be watching what we do up here. If we get up here, we get rejection, then I'll be selling up there. Okay, so watch out this pair, New Zealand CAD. Yeah, it's making lower lows and lower highs. High, low. Sorry, let me start from here. High, low, high, low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Yeah, so if you connect the dots, you have something like this. So you're expecting another leg down. Okay, so have this on your chart and then see where you can take an entry depending on which one you like. You can go short here if you are. It doesn't even change anything if you trade professionally. Why? Because you'll be risking the same amount. Okay, it's just that it's gonna take you a bit longer for you to get your money back. Yeah, if you risk 33 pips or 34 pips, okay, it's gonna take you longer to get your money back. You're gonna get 1.5, whereas if I risk this, yeah, I'm gonna get my money back very quick. Yeah, I'll get my money back very quick. So I'll rather sell up here. If I don't get an entry, no problem, I'll find entry somewhere. The last one is this one here. Yesterday I did get myself a long. I was expecting it to come somewhere in here yesterday. Yeah, that's where I was expecting my long to get to. It couldn't get there. I still fancy price to go up there. I still fancy price to get up here. So if you want to take it as a trade idea, they've just run this low, okay, and it's pushing up. So for a quick scalp, right, wait for this high to be broken. That's not the one I wanted to use. Right, for a quick scalp, wait for that high to be broken, and that's an easy 3 to 1, or yeah, 2.5, 2.4 to 1. Yeah, if this high is broken, you can take a quick scalp for about 25 pips with a 10 pip stop loss. Yeah, to that level, and then you're done. It can go up. It can go up a little bit more, but you're not interested in that. Just get this one and be done and be happy with it. Okay. And I think that's it. What strategy do I use? What's your strategy? How do you trade? I trade very what is the word? I trade smart money. I look for where people will be stacking up, and then I'll go the opposite. Yeah, so if I see people buying, then I'll be looking to sell, and if I see people selling, I'll be looking to buy. In a nutshell, is smart money or smart trading. And I look for runs above and below highs, and runs above and below highs. Run above a high and then run below a low. That's the way I trade. CAD CHF, let's have a look at that one. CAD CHF, whoa, where is that coming from? I haven't looked at this pair for a while because I thought it was in consolidation, so it didn't tickle my liking, but I think I've missed a good trade up there. Really nice trade up here. Let's remove this drawing. Let's go into the daily. That's a wicked rally. Swiss pairs are very they are very manipulative. They manipulate that pair a lot. So they've just run this high. So we had a range. Yeah. We had a low here. We had a high here. We had a low here. And they've just run that high and rejected. So the trade, if I had seen this, probably I would have taken it myself right there. That's a trade. So after they run on the high, you sell short there. I would have been sitting in some nice profit now. I'm in from top trying to set TP. Oh, nice. Okay. For TP, I would say if you've not taken some off by now, take some off now. Okay. Here. Because there will be something in there to pause price. Yeah. Right there. Take something off right there. Right, take something off right here where we are now, and then push your stop to break even and swing trade it. Yeah. If you do swing trade, take something off where we are sitting, and then put your stop at break even and then swing trade it. Okay, hope that helps, because I think this rally is fake. Whenever you see such a huge push, yeah, when you see such a huge push, always be mindful, because it could be a trap. Something like this, huge push within a short period of time, could be a trap, and then price would just fall out of bed. Same thing in here. And whenever price is about to fall a great deal of fall, okay, so let's say price is about to fall like this, always watch how the last push to the upside is. That will give you an indication of what is about to happen. Right? When price is about to fall a great deal, there is always going to be a scary rally. Yeah, so that's a tip for you. You can go through your chart and see them. Whenever there is going to be a fall, yeah, whenever there is going to be a fall, you see white candles. I use white candles. You see white candles without no retracement go up. just like that, and then ultimately to drop. White candles up, ultimately to drop. This one candle all the way up, ultimately to drop. White candles up, ultimately to drop. Okay, so whenever you see such a huge rally, if you do catch a sell, you are in for a trade. Yeah, so take something off where we are sitting right now, stop at break even, and then hold on to it, because this could be a fake rally to send price down. I hope that helps. You're welcome. Any other pair anyone wants me to look at before I sign off? Be mindful today during the New York session. There's going to be lots of movement during the New York session, so be mindful. If you've made some money, over the course of the week, I would say by New York, if you are sitting in some trades and it's in profit, take as much as you can off and you stop at break even. Gold. Nice trade. Let's have a look at the daily. Gold is sitting in a consolidation after this huge rally. We are trading at a high time frame level. Okay, we are trading at the high time frame level, which is above this high. Above this high is a high time frame level. They've managed to go above it, so I'm expecting some form of what we are seeing, consolidation. If we push higher, the next level to consider is this one here. So we might do this. We might do this. Something like that. Okay. Longer time, I'm thinking of taking a short. Yeah, for long term, yeah. We might consolidate because we've just gone above a monthly high, so price might consolidate because price has been rallying for a bit of time, and they've gone above a high time frame level, so they might look for liquidity for the next price move or for the next price leg, so they might stay sideways, catch a lot of people offside, rally, break in, and then move to the downside. Yes, I I don't trade the M, but I understand the M and W. I don't trade the M, but I understand M and W. Yeah, but if you want to trade it, I would say always try to, because we are in a consolidation, okay, try to sell up here. I know it's scary, yeah, it's scary, but don't sell in here, sell up here. Yeah, because we are in consolidation, the best place to sell is above a high, or the best place to buy is below a low. All right, so this is your current range that we are trading in. If you divide that range into 4, always try to sell up here, or buy down here. Okay, we are in a range market on gold, so that's what I'll do. I'll sell up here, or I'll be buying down here. Let's jump onto oil. Do I trade oil? Yes and no. I trade it when it's trading at a high time frame level, and that's it. So if you're not trading at a high time frame level, then I wouldn't trade it. Yesterday I did mention that we are on this time frame, on the 4-hour, we are bearish. Yeah. On the daily we are bullish, but on the 4-hour we are bearish. So for us to be bullish again, we need to trade above this high. Yeah, we need to trade above this high. Therefore, we could potentially see, because we are bearish, we could potentially see when this low happened, right? I was expecting price to drop in here. That's where I expected oil to drop before it moved before it moved to the upside, and it didn't. And they formed this clean move to the upside short-term trend. So what I could, if I was to be controlling price again, this is what I would do. And I'll take it back down here. Yeah, and then once I get down here, I'll take it back up again. That's what I would do. Yeah, that's what I would do. So if you're looking for a trade for longs, be careful, because the 4-hour is still bearish. They've just cleaned these equal highs and rejected. Again, if I was to be controlling price, I'll send price down before taking it up first. We are in a kind of a retail pattern. I don't know how they call this, but maybe some of you will understand. What do you call this pattern? Ascending triangle. Yeah, it's an ascending triangle. So I don't know how they trade this, but that's what I see, and it's no good. They might punish. I don't know if ascending triangle is for buy or sell, but I think predominantly it will be for a buy, and then they'll punish the buyers. If I'm wrong, correct me. Yeah. So be careful, because there's a lot of retail ideas around this thing, this instrument. So any question? Any question? Because I've made this session another long one. I can't seem to make it short. If there's no question, then I will be signing off. Before I leave, let me check and see if we do have questions in the group. Yeah, there's no question. So if there's no question from anyone, then I'm gonna sign off. I'm from the UK. yeah, they are very long. I'm becoming like my mentor. He makes 15 minutes lessons turn into 20 hours run. but I'm not. I'm just pointing out what should happen. Monday to Friday, we're doing Monday to Friday, same time from 8 to 9, but like I said, I've made it long. For the next 2 weeks to the end of July, we are doing this for everyone. And then if you want to join going forward after July, just join our Discord or go to our website, forexlens.com, and then if you sign up, you can become a member, and we do have this every day on the VIP portal. So you don't have just me. You're gonna get there's another guy, my partner called RP. He's a very good trader as well, and he will be doing similar. We trade similar, just roughly a little bit difference. He does predominantly on the 4-hour, and I look all time frames, but I trade what I see, and he's very technical as well. So if you do join our membership, you get these streams every day, possibly New York session, that again every day. So Monday to Friday you get myself for the morning sessions, and then you get RP for the New York sessions. We've got quite a good community, so if anyone wants to join, you can join us and be part of that community that we have. If you look at the YouTube description, we've got the Discord, so you can join for free membership, and you see what we have going on in there. Okay, hopefully that answers everyone's question. So without delaying too much, I'm just gonna shoot out, and I'll see you guys on Monday, same time next week. Take care and don't risk too much. Have a good day.